Hi guys, I'm V, and as of yesterday I am 13 weeks pregnant. I want to give you a bit of a background for me. I used to be pregnant last year, and there were some difficulties, some issues. We found out on the first scan, which is week 12, we needed to do more tests for the next 2-3 weeks. We never completed week 15, and the pregnancy was terminated. For that reason, we waited for the first scan of this pregnancy to actually start enjoying it. The scan happened on week 13th, when we actually found out all the details that everything's okay. And the good and bad things now, in the previous pregnancy, because it was around holidays, Christmas period, and I'm working in a restaurant, we had to tell everyone I worked with, and we did tell all of my family. The bad thing was that when the pregnancy was terminated, we had to go through the whole process of telling it again to everyone, and I had to be strong, not only for myself and my partner, but for everyone else as well, because of all the sad faces and the oh and stuff like that. So this time we told almost no one. It was a secret. My sister found out 2 weeks before, because I needed some support in the meantime, and I was pretty much all alone, just me and my partner. Because no one knew, there had to be a lot of secrets, and a lot of secret means lies, and a lot of lies or excuses, if you want to say. You do have to hide a lot of things from everyone, especially in the first trimester. A lot of differences are happening to your body, inside and out, to your actual body, to your feelings, to the way you talk, the way you move, the way you do certain things, the way you stop drinking. You have to find excuses, like Oktoberfest, sober October, and I drank too much last week, or I'm trying to cut down on calories. And you have to stop lifting heavy things. So you're like, my back hurts, or my hand hurts, or I hurt myself in a lot of different ways. You have to hide things from your friends, so this actually seems like lying to them. Like they're asking if there's something wrong, and you say no, hormones are driving you crazy, but you can't speak to anyone. You do need the support of some people, so if I had to do it all over again, I would have to choose 2-3 people that are close to me, because either way, if the pregnancy goes good or not, you would need their support. So I would tell these 2-3 people, and I would have them with me in the whole process from beginning, because it's not nice going through it alone, and especially in the first trimester where you're not actually showing. It's easier, you think, to hide, but there are a lot of things happening to your body, and it's very, very difficult to hide that from everyone else, especially the people who are very, very close to you. I was lucky in my first trimester because I didn't have morning sickness. I never vomited. I was never nauseated and stuff like that. I was very, very lucky. And you would have to tell your work, your colleagues, if you have these symptoms, because you have to explain those symptoms. It's not something easy. What I did have in my first trimester, which I didn't think I would have, is a lot of heartburns, burning sensation in this part here. A lot of burning sensation. You feel the food coming up, going down, coming up, going down. You feel something stuck here. You feel something heavy, something dragging you down. The good thing for me is that everything arrived up to here and never went any further. However, if I'm lying down, I had to stand up, even get up of bed, not stand up completely. If I was moving, I had to stop and wait for it to go away, which again, you have to find ways to explain, like, oh, I just ate, or I ate too much, or I think there's something wrong with the food, or bread is not sitting well with me, or pasta or whatever. You do have to find excuses for that. If you do feel huge discomfort with the heartburns, they say that you have to cut down on sparkling waters or fizzy drinks or anything like that, and spicy food. I don't do a lot of spicy food. I do sparkling water, but thankfully for me it wasn't so much, so I didn't actually have to quit on anything, either one of those two. I want to discuss with you three things that happened to my first couple of months, and it happens to a lot of women, and I want to tell you how it happened to me and what I did to get through with that. First one was the awful metallic taste in my mouth constantly from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. It's a metallic taste. It's like you have 15 quarters in your mouth all the time. It doesn't go away. And in order to cover that awful taste, I had to use candies, because I have to cut down on sugar, of course. I had to find sugar-free candies. I did find this. I love those. It's sugar-free. It's Werther's original, sugar-free. The good thing is that they are individually wrapped, so you can just throw them in your purse, have a couple of those in case you need them in your pocket or anything. There are this flavor is the butter candies, and I love those. I found other flavors as well, other similar candies with zero sugar. You can have chewing gums. I love chewing gums. You can find a lot of different flavors. Again, I have boxes of chewing gums outside. Mentos bubblegum flavor for £1, I think, from Poundland. This is also £1 from Poundland. I found strawberry sugar-free chewing gum from Primark, I think. You can find them pretty much everywhere. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Like these packs, they go for 50p, let's say, in a Tesco, but if you pack a multi-pack, you can find 3 for £1 or something like that. You can always have them with you. You are going to get through them for the whole pregnancy, believe me. Awful taste, yeah, constantly candies and chewing gum. However, they say you have to be very careful of your teeth, which is something I'm going to talk about later on when I start having more issues. But yes, do it as much as you have to, but no more, if you know what I mean. You will figure it out in the whole process yourself as well. Another awful thing, the second awful thing for pregnancy. It's awful, it's disgusting. It's called vaginal discharge. It's something coming out, and it's not supposed to. It shouldn't be there. It's not nice, but it's there. It's there daily. I had to change all my strings and thongs to grandma's panties. I had to buy a size bigger so that I feel more comfortable, because now comfort is key. All you need is comfort now. And yes, I have to use these daily panty liners, they're called here. And yes, a lot of different brands, all cheap, all for about £1, bit more, bit less, like Carefree and Always. Good thing is most of them are individually wrapped, so you can have them with you, and quite small, so you just grab it in your hand and go to the loo without anyone knowing what you're doing. You do need to have those as well constantly with you, but constantly, don't forget them. And yeah, don't be embarrassed to start buying bigger underwears. You will need bigger bras as well, but maybe later on. For the moment, I do have an increase, but I'm still good with my own. But yes, the underwear had to go straight away because I had to feel comfortable. Third thing that happened to my first trimester in my first pregnancy: water. I love it. I fell in love with water for my pregnancy. I used to drink 1 or 2 glasses per day, maybe, if so. And now I'm up to 3 liters a day. I have water around me everywhere. I have a bottle here. It's always big bottles. I have a bottle here. I have a bottle behind my phone. I have bottles of water everywhere because I'm always thirsty. I'm thirsty the moment I wake up. I'm thirsty before I go to bed. I do pee a lot, so I do lose a lot of water and I have to drink a lot of water, but I'm always thirsty. Besides that, in my reception, for example, I have the water in front of me all the time, so I do grab a drink of water constantly. I think that helps, and it keeps you full, it keeps you healthy. It's always good for you, for your hair, for your skin, for you can read a million articles and all of them will say that water is good for you for one or another reason. And it helps you getting full with water, which is healthy and color free, than actually eating or drinking anything that has conservatives or sugar or I don't know, things that are not good for you. Water. I have to drink a lot, and I do drink a lot. When you're pregnant, you have to cut down on caffeine. So when you cut down on caffeine, you cut down on coffee, you cut down on tea. What else is there to drink? You have soft drinks full of sugar. You have fizzy drinks full of sugar. You have boxed juices full of sugar. Again, you need to cut down on sugar because you're not allowed to take so much sugar anymore, especially from drinks. You are going to take sugar from other parts, and because it's not just you anymore, you have to start cutting down on sugar. At least I'm trying to. So what I'm doing now is I have my morning coffee because I can't do without. In the evening I have a cup of tea because I do still need coffee, and a cup of tea is for me between a drink and my caffeine shot. And then in the evening I do allow myself one more drink. If for example it's weekend, I do have a mocktail, a non-alcoholic cocktail, which again has a lot of sugar. They put a lot of syrups and stuff, purees and stuff like that. But again, it's the weekend, you go out, you're not allowed to have anything. It's a weekend, you're not allowed to have anything, so please allow yourself to have a non-alcoholic cocktail. Some places they do have non-alcoholic wine. I've tried that. It's like lemonade, like low quality lemonade, and I prefer to have lemonade. There is a non-alcoholic prosecco, which is found a brand called Nosecco, which is quite okay. And you can have that when you go to a dinner party and you want to feel a bit more posh or something like that. I go with my own bottle to have 2-3 glasses. It's up to you. It's non-alcoholic. And if you like beer, I found a beer that I enjoy. It's a Heineken zero alcohol free, and I drink it much faster than an actual can of beer. I think it's because of the no alcohol, so I had 2 of them yesterday. I don't know, it's up to you. You'll find your own way. There is also Kopparberg, which is a non-alcoholic cider flavored strawberry and lime. I love this one as well. You can choose your own stuff. This is what I've chosen for myself. This is what helps me, and I hope you found this information so far helpful. And please leave me your comments. Please introduce yourselves to me. Tell me if you need to know anything more specific, and hopefully if everything goes well, I'll see you next week. So far, I'm Vip. I'm 13 weeks pregnant, and I will see you next week. Bye.